I'm James Turner from Vision Yachts, and we thought it would be a good idea to do some Vision 444 and Vision 444 ES updates. So one of the updates I want to start with first is just want to show you the dive compressor installation and how that looks. Okay, so on the 444 and the 444 ES, we situate the dive compressor in the port aft locker, which is a nice accessible area. We normally use the Bower Junior 2. Here we've got a Poseidon, but yeah, it fits really nice and easy to access. It's easy to climb in and out, and it's a really nice accessible area for filling your dive tanks. Other little features we've put in, we have custom made these nice little hoods for the Lumar port lights. This is just obviously nice for any rain coming off or dew or any dampness. This doesn't run inside the port light. This is a nice little feature that we make in-house. Okay, one of the other changes we made on the 444 and 444 ES, we used to have a sliding hatch here, which we've actually done away with because we found a lot of people don't really use it and it's more hassle than it's worth. So what we've done, there's a lot of pros to closing it in. This allows us to fit up to 9 solar panels of 485 watts, which is a massive increase on your solar power. Also it gives you a nice long grab rail, and then also the option to have, still have a sectional drop down canvas, which can give you some protection whilst you're sailing. So it gives you quite a few options. The pros outweigh the cons, and it's really, to get that extra solar power is a massive advantage. So something I've talked about in the past is all the pad eyes we put down the side decks. We have added some additional pad eyes further forward, but what's really cool is that we have a lot of rope work or soft shackles. Here we've got a barber hauler or tweaker, and as you can see here, they just really come onto these pad eyes nicely. So here we just got a lead untoll ring. You swap this out, now you can put your barber hauler on. This is it's all nicely adjustable. Just simple rope work. You can make it longer, shorter. We typically use these for our code sails, especially if you're going a bit tighter upwind, it just closes the leach. But yeah, having these just gives you so many options. Like at this point here, we've got 4 or 5 different items that we connect onto this pad eye, for example. So what that means, and I'm going to explain a bit later in this video, is and demonstrate, is how you can tweak the boat according to who's sailing the boat. Another update on the Vision is we've changed the stanchions. We've gone to full carbon stanchions, which are obviously light and strong. You also notice we've got a 3-run lifeline. Obviously this is safer. We've also gone for a slightly higher stanchion, approximately 2 inches 50 mils higher. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it really just gives you a little bit more feeling of security when you're out at sea, and nicer to hold on to. Another little tweak we've done is we've got these 2 clutches side by side. We used to have them either side of the furler. We brought them together, so it's a much better lead into the hawse hole onto the gypsy of the windlass. Just a much cleaner lead line. And we've also updated the clutches. We've got much more heavy duty, just better clamping power. And also using KZ furlers now with the KZ locks. So these are 2 new upgrades that we've done on our Vision 444 ES and with our 484, our new model. One thing you'll notice, and it's evident all over the Vision, is you'll see there's little attachment points everywhere for soft shackles, loops with rings. We have it on our boom, we have it all over the boat. Furling control lines also attached the same way. Here we've got a little dog bone setup. This allows you to tweak and move stuff according to who and you got sailing with you. you've got 4 people on board and you want to have a little bit of a racy feel, you can set the boat up totally different to if you're just a couple or if you're single-handed. I'm going to demonstrate on as an example for the Screecher or the Code furling line, how you can set it up for crewed or single-handed. So here we got the control lines for the continuous furler for the Codes 0. So obviously you got the options if you got crew, they can control it from here. This allows them to either do it manually or to put it onto this deck winch here. It also gives them the option of going up forward and doing it off the trampoline. However, if you're short-handed and you don't have that luxury, I'm going to show you a different way of configuring it. Here we've got a little untold snap block, which we can easily remove from this pad eye. And we can reposition it forward. Connect it back on. This allows us to redirect the line. Up to the Helm winch. Now automatically we're not reliant on any crew. This allows you to, from this position you can unfill and fill your code sail. We made a couple of tweaks to the Helm as well. We've made this nice carbon fiber panel as one big panel. So you've got the option, if you got issues and you need to work on all your gear, instead of just taking the individual items out, you can take these 6 screws and you can remove the whole panel, which makes really easy work for a technician or somebody needs to work on the panel behind. Carbon fiber steering wheel comes in black or white. Once again, just coming back to the single-handed kind of setup, is on this boat it's really easy to reef. You know, you've got a luff line and you've got your 2 reef lines. So we only have 2 reefs on the Vision 444 and ES. We have strategically placed the reefs in the right area. So your first reefing point's at 24 knots and the next reefing is in the 30s. What this allows you to do is obviously have less rope. It's very easy to control. We don't have a big square head main, so having the pin type main allows us to have less reefs and just optimize our reefing points. The cool thing with the Vision is if you're short-handed all by yourself or your partner's not feeling well, it does allow you to control. You've got your luff line, you've got your main halyard, you take up the slack, you release your main halyard, and here you can use your luff downhaul to get the right length of your luff to the first reef. Once that's done, you've got the option of your first reef or your second reef. Or it depends how you set it up on your luff line. So once again, it's giving you that freedom of doing it by yourself and not needing a whole crew to help you. So we started using the 3DR sails from North, and we're finding they are really working well for our boats for multiple reasons. The 3DR technology, basically they build the sail over a preform mold. So you land up with a pre-shaped sail. It's way lighter and way stronger than Dacron and your other laminate fabrics out there. We're also finding, because the sail is so advanced and because it's pre-shaped, especially for less experienced people, we're finding that we're getting way more performance out the boats. You know, we're finding nearly up to 30% more performance, whereas your more traditional sails need a lot more sailor input because you're having to tweak and adjust the sail all the time, whereas the 3DR, having the pre-shape, is very forgiving. Whether you're going 10 degrees up or down, the sails are always set really well and you're getting great drive out of the sails. Also on the mainsail, just to give you a comparison, on the mainsail on a Vision 444, it needs, on a Dacron sail, you need 3 people to carry the mainsail onto the boat with its battens. 3DR, you only need 1 person. So that just gives you the idea of the weight difference. Also means when you're hoisting with your winch, you don't hear the loads. It's really easy, goes up really quickly. We're also starting to use 3DI code sails, especially with a lot of our clientele being 55 and plus. They're not 25-year-old racing experts with go to the gym every day. So having that lighter sail just means it's easier to take in and out of the lazarette. You use your sail more, and it also can be used in a better wind range. So we've started using a lot of 3DI sails, and we've been extremely happy with them. Okay, also the stairway up to the helm. These are carbon composite steps being painted. You can either have these steps as composites, or you can have them as traditional teak steps. So you've got the option of both. We also got new doors, UPC doors. It's a high quality plastic. It's a German product. We're finding it's much better than aluminium. So we've changed all our doors to this product, find a lot more stable, a lot more durable, and better from an installation and just user friendliness. So the nav station area, we've actually increased the size of it. We've made it about 130 millimeters wider, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a big difference. And the reason being is not really from this side of the nav station, it's more from the internals. So it's accessibility, having more space for electrical items and access on the MPPT side. What we've also done is we've got these nice pre-cut aluminium anodized cover plates, same as the carbon plates outside. Once again, you undo the screws, you can pull the whole panel off or the whole plate off, and you've got nice easy access to all your electrical connections. So what we've done here is we've actually made this door a lot bigger, and just for my accessibility, permanently trying to improve everything. Once again, with all the features, this is removable. As you can see, everything's beautifully laid out. All the thermal breakers, emergency shutoffs, dead ship buttons are all here. So this is really nice, really accessible, really easy to work on. So this area is where we get a lot more space, we get a bit more depth. Also made this aperture bigger, just gives us a much better layout. As you can see, it's really accessible and easy to get to. So we've also incorporated a full-length mirror on port and starboard doors. So this is a nice features for the ladies. In the workshop, we've got an additional hanging rail here, so if you've got additional lines that you want to keep dry instead of leaving in your locker, you can tie them off here. That's quite a cool place to keep your sheets or spare halyards. Just so a lot of people store them in lockers, they get moldy, they get damp, so this is a really nice dry environment. We also have put fans in the workshop area. We have a lot more fans on our boats, and obviously, as you know, in the Caribbean or any tropical area, trying to be cool is important. Something which also upgraded and changed, we've moved away from aluminium blackwater tanks, and we are now doing full composite blackwater tanks. So all our tanks on the boat, blackwater and diesel and water, are all composites. We just find the longevity, the reliability is way better. Also allows us to make shapes that fit into the boat better, and we get optimize the space where you're limited with aluminium or just general plastic tanks. Another exciting announcement is that we have been using the Valair 220 AC variable speed aircon to date, but now a 24 volt, pure 24 volt aircon is available, which means that we've just reduced the AC consumption on the boat. The only items that are now AC consumption which are hardwired in is your calorifier, your element, your 220 element on your calorifier, your washing machine and your tumble dryer. All the other items are 24 volts now. So we've also put additional USB points in the headboard. Nice little shelf there, nice big fans for cooling. So a bit more happening on the headboard than we used to have. So now we have 2 fans per cabin, and all the headboards have got USBs. The USB is obviously a bit higher, so you can put your phone and stuff on the shelf, and that one's a bit lower because your shelf's a bit lower.